Introducing BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV.
Coming out to Jadakiss.
Far from home, but a big spot. Enter BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV. Schmo, 6 walks, 6 KOs. Been in the lab sharpening his tools since his last fight over 18 months ago.
Coming out to Jadakiss, the champ is here. Same song as none other than John Bones Jones, the pound-for-pound GOAT. He came in, he's confident. A lot of people have high expectations for this man. Fighting out of Kill Clip FC. A lot of hype around his name.
Schmo, as impressive as they come, 4 of his 6 KO wins have come in under a minute, 5 of them in under 90 seconds.
This guy is ready to fight. Obviously, he fights out of that home country of Russia, but here he is in Las Vegas, Nevada. His keys to victory is to be physical. Also for him, when he gets the takedown, if he gets it, punish with it and embrace the schmoment. Here's the big stage. You're here in Las Vegas, the fight capital, the Mecca. What can you do?
BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV, training out of Kill Clip FC in Florida. His first fight outside of his home country of Russia. But all the hype is behind him as he boasts a record of 6-0. Heaviest favorite on this card, tipping the betting lines at minus 2,000. Going to be a good one. We'll go to Garrett.
Broken Promotion would like to recognize all the brave men and women serving around the world in the various branches of our military, and to all the veterans here in attendance and streaming live on SpectationSports.com. We thank you for your service. Broken Promotions moves now to the middleweight division, set for 3 5-minute rounds presented by Aces Bar and Grill. We introduce to you first the blue corner, standing 6'1", weighing 185 pounds, winning 6 of his last 7 fights with an overall professional record of 8 wins, 3 losses, 5 wins by knockout, representing Harbinger Grappling from Santa Fe, Texas, the entertainer, Shane SOBNOSKY Jr. And now introduces his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet tall, weighing 186 pounds, entering tonight perfect. 6 wins, no defeats, all of his wins coming by first round stoppage. Representing Kill Cliff from Chechnya, Russia, BAISANGUR Hunter SUSURKAEV.
Heavily credentialed BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV in the red gloves, Shane SOBNOSKY Jr., the dance partner in the blue gloves. This middleweight bout is brought to you by HomeSmart Real Estate, the leading real estate brokerage where agents come first.
BAISANGUR's got quite a cheering session.
Brought fans from Florida and all over the world. Big time swinging leg kick as BAISANGUR bites down on a head kick.
So cool, calm, and collected for BAISANGUR inside the cage. Nice teep up the middle, going for the head kick, and then answering back, Shane. Leg kick to the body of his own.
Schmo showing off the kicks right now. A little bit of showmanship as well for the Chechnya fighter.
And you got to think of all the killers that he trains with inside Kill Clip FC, especially that are already competing in the middleweight division in the UFC, like a Brendan Olin Allen, like a RoboCop. This guy gets world-class looks every day inside the practice gym.
Quick low blow landed by SOBNOSKY. Accidental. Mark Smith takes a quick timeout to go through the motions. SOBNOSKY fast, but BAISANGUR so far just a step ahead. But right into the clinch they go. BAISANGUR continuing to have his hands down, putting on a show for the Las Vegas crowd, and might have paid for it just a little bit there. SOBNOSKY lands cleanly as well.
That's right. SOBNOSKY Jr. is here to bring the fight. Yes, he's wearing redness right now, but he's showing that he's not afraid. But I would say BAISANGUR is doing a great job counterpunching right now and staying away out of harm's way.
Just too quick. Flying knee connects. Puts SOBNOSKY on his back foot. BAISANGUR playing with his food right now. Less than 2 minutes through, but slips on the knee, immediately back up. Tongue out. Having fun in there right now, Schmo.
That's right, he's mixing it up. He's got his opponent pressed against the cage right now, throwing in combinations, uppercut right there, knee to the gut.
BAISANGUR, everything is falling for him right now. And still sharp in between the ears is SOBNOSKY, but a lot of damage taken early on as he looks. Down is SOBNOSKY once again. Mark Smith giving this one a good look. BAISANGUR searching to TKO his way to victory number 7.
And you got SOBNOSKY doing whatever he can to hang on right now, and he is wearing some damage.
Right over the top. Got his leg laced inside. Tough spot for him to be. SOBNOSKY, if he's able to read it well, does have a couple of positions from here, Schmo. But now on the back of BAISANGUR, 2:05 to go, round 1.
BAISANGUR doing a good job fighting the hands and able to land some elbows as well. SOBNOSKY can't do much here without controlling.
Shane SOBNOSKY working his way back up. I believe he sees the calf slicer, Schmo, and looking now to lock it up. BAISANGUR reads it well. Shane SOBNOSKY, 0 wins by submission, 5 by KO or TKO, a trio by decision as well, but seems to be out of the red zone is SUSURKAEV. Mark Smith battling with the hands, maybe a couple of fingertips in the cage, it might look like, Schmo.
Yeah, Mark Smith not wasting any time, making sure there are no fingers trapped inside that cage. Single leg attempt.
SUSURKAEV finds his way back up to the top. SOBNOSKY not going away without some sort of a leg entanglement. Thinks he can gain some traction here because hasn't had a lot of success on the feet. Now chasing the back.
Yeah, doing a really good job clinging on right there, and now he's got him up against the fence. Can he do anything with it?
SOBNOSKY, a purple belt in jiu-jitsu up to my knowledge. Always been a forward-footed fighter, and now finding a window of success here against the undefeated Russian.
SUSURKAEV again doing a good job fighting the hands though.
SUSURKAEV only been to a second round once in his career. Still won that fight by KO, but able to get himself out of the storm and back up to the feet where he has had so much success. Just about 10 ticks to go, round 1, as SUSURKAEV starts to tee off.
Takedown attempt of his own by SOBNOSKY Jr., that which was stuffed. And now on top, you got SUSURKAEV.
Attentive reversal by SUSURKAEV, but Shane SOBNOSKY finding a lot of success with the grappling right now, Schmo.
Yeah, Shane SOBNOSKY having success looking to the grappling, but if you look at the strikes, 76% landed by SUSURKAEV, 62.
Well, as well, we look at this. SUSURKAEV lands 36 punches in that round. SOBNOSKY only 5. We see a couple right there, but this is really where he found so much success. SUSURKAEV was going for a ground and pound. SOBNOSKY able to separate himself just a bit and find the legs. That might be where he needs to latch onto in round 2.
And I feel like SOBNOSKY was just doing what he can to survive in those moments too. Yeah, he was looking for a calf slicer. He was looking for anything to hold on to. But you just see so much pressure by SUSURKAEV, and I just think he put himself in a position to be the clear 10-9 winner after the first round of the judges' scorecard.
Shane SOBNOSKY Jr., his last 2 fights have gone the full time. Plenty of action still to come, but BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV trying to get the crowd pumped up as we head into a second frame. Long guard by SUSURKAEV. Successful once again with the head kick. Schmo, more of the same of what we saw early in round one by SUSURKAEV.
That's right. He's very, very patient. Good at reading his opponent and picking his shots and just letting Shane SOBNOSKY Jr. coming forward. Tight guard right there. Not much has landed. Good counters.
Waits for those wide open windows. Finds it there. All grins on the side of SOBNOSKY. But SUSURKAEV gaining a little bit of traction with another weighty leg kick.
It's the body ranges of SUSURKAEV, almost taunting his opponent, coming in with his hands down. And now what can SOBNOSKY do? Having his leg all the way up over the air, now over his shoulder.
Not a lot of action so far. SOBNOSKY pulls back SUSURKAEV, but not going down. Is the fighter out of Kill Cliff?
Good balance.
Hefty base by SUSURKAEV. A very stern warning by Mark Smith as well. I think he's been holding on to the cage a little bit too much, Mo.
That's right. Gotta wonder if he does it again.
SOBNOSKY able to spill the Russian to the canvas. Once again, back in his wheelhouse. And now playing it into his own game is SUSURKAEV. Can take the fight just about anywhere. Lots of grappling reps as well for BAISANGUR.
Good knees right there in the clinch up against the cage by SUSURKAEV.
An available knee lands for SUSURKAEV. SOBNOSKY look to battle back, and now a stalemate in the grappling as BAISANGUR comes out up top.
That's right. You got to be impressed, though, with SOBNOSKY, though, in these grappling exchanges, doing what he can to hold his own, really extending this fight. As I say that, though, taking the back, SUSURKAEV. Let's see if he can soften the body and see if he can get that arm underneath the chin and look for that submission.
Just past the halfway point of round two, locking up a body triangle is BAISANGUR on the back of the veteran fighter out of Texas.
And in this position right here, soften the body, attack the ribs, attack the head. Do what you can to distract so you can sink that arm under the chin and ultimately choke out your opponent.
No wins by submission for BAISANGUR. SUSURKAEV. And also Schmo was very interested to see how he would look in this fight, his first fight in the States, but hasn't fought in 18 months.
I don't want to say we see a little bit of ring rust right now. He's got a whole cheerleading campaign behind him right there, and he's able to have the confidence to do what he wants. Wearing his opponent, got that body lock triangle right now all over his back. Let's see if he can soften the body. Let's see if he can get that submission as we got 90 seconds left of round number two.
Body triangle locked up. SOBNOSKY doing the right things, putting his body towards the knot, and now over the top, searching to flatten out the fighter on bottom is BAISANGUR.
There he is, landing heavy shots with that right hand right now with that body lock on his back, maybe a little high right now, and there he is. SOBNOSKY Jr. able to get out and take the back of SUSURKAEV. Roundy row, here we go.
SOBNOSKY exits his way over, and a very similar takedown to what we saw earlier on in the fight. More so lifting up and then leaving him with nowhere to go but the canvas is SOBNOSKY now looking to isolate that arm.
Oh yeah, looking to isolate that arm, looking possibly for Kimura. I don't know. Looking to land shots now, more position over submission over here.
SUSURKAEV able to get back up to the cage. We did see that stern warning from Mark Smith, making sure no fingers go inside the cage for any sort of a positional advantage. Nothing needed there as SUSURKAEV battling his way back up to the top. All-out grappling war. Scrambles on scrambles right now, Smo.
There it is, and let's see if he can get that hook in right now. And that is SOBNOSKY Jr. 10 seconds left to go. Just landing some shots, has the back of his opponent. Very interesting round, Blake. Very interesting round.
So back and forth we go, and you've got to wonder, did Shane SOBNOSKY do enough in the control time area in order to pull off maybe getting the tip from the judges?
And you can't forget, we saw Mark Smith's stern warning to SUSURKAEV about putting those fingers inside the cage. But SOBNOSKY was able to take down his opponent. They had a lot of different exchanges in grappling. A very, very close fight in round number 2. But some good counters right there.
Both fighters off of long layoffs, but the cardiovascular seems to be in a prime state. 2 for 2 on takedowns for SUSURKAEV. As for SOBNOSKY, 3 for 3 in round 2. He was 1 for 2 in round 1. That all being said, all-out grappling between the two right now, it's been interesting.
That's right. You got to give the advantage right now to SUSURKAEV on the feet. When you look at the analytics, you look at what's been thrown, what's been landed. We're talking both arms and legs. You're looking at the advantage by SUSURKAEV. But then you look at these grappling exchanges. They've been going back and forth. I do edge it out to SUSURKAEV.
Final frame of these two middleweights. It has been quite competitive through 10 minutes. Schmo, BAISANGUR was the heaviest favorite on this card. Shane SOBNOSKY had different plans.
Certainly. Didn't like the disrespect from the betting odds, and he certainly had something to say about it inside the cage.
BAISANGUR cocks back the head of SOBNOSKY, going right back to the takedown. Is the Texas fighter losing his footing just a bit as well?
It seems that SUSURKAEV is the fresher of the two fighters right here in this third round.
A lot of grappling output by Shane SOBNOSKY Jr. in round 2. But that being said, being the aggressor up against the cage right now.
Here you got SUSURKAEV landing some good elbows, though, in the clinch, as you got SOBNOSKY Jr. doing whatever he can to hang on to that single leg and take this fight back down to the mat here in round number 3.
SOBNOSKY ripping up on that leg, trying to create a little bit of off balance of SOBNOSKY. But like we've seen, Schmo, the base of the Kill Cliff fighter has been unprecedented so far.
It's been very, very strong in these positions. I'd like to see him separate. There it is right there, and see what he does on his feet.
SOBNOSKY stretches for a couple. BAISANGUR goes to the body. Couple of bludgeoning shots land, and closing the distance once again is SOBNOSKY.
SOBNOSKY's tired, laboring with those shots right there on the feet. He's doing what he can to bring this fight to the mats. If I'm SUSURKAEV, I am separating. I am keeping this fight on the feet and seeing what I can do to finish.
And a high IQ move by SUSURKAEV to go to the body. That can slow down an opponent even more, from what I'm told by so many fighters. Right now, both fighters jockeying for position. It seems as though SOBNOSKY's going to come out up top.
That's a great job by SOBNOSKY, going to the single leg with the inside trip as he goes and takes the back, but too high, shake it off. And now you got SUSURKAEV on top, on the mats, laying down some elbows.
Somersaults right over the back is SOBNOSKY. And with that, BAISANGUR looking to get his way back up to his feet. SOBNOSKY gets right back in his face though, Schmo. Another hefty knee lands for SUSURKAEV. On a wobbly foundation is SOBNOSKY, pulling out all the stops.
Oh, good takedown.
SUSURKAEV shows off the takedown prowess. Just about the halfway point of third and final round. 2 minutes to go.
And that takedown could serve as the turning point in this very much round, because now he is in top control right now, in good position to get heavy with those elbows. Heavy, rain those down, really soften up his opponent.
Again, SOBNOSKY, distinctly durable, is gone to the scorecards his last 2 times out. But BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV doesn't want to leave this up to the judges as he searches for a couple of elbows up top.
Looking for that body lock right now, trapping that right arm of SOBNOSKY Jr.
Stretching out the shoulder is SUSURKAEV, looking to possibly open up SOBNOSKY a little bit more for a possible last-second submission.
We're approaching 1 minute left to go in round number 3. Body lock triangle is engaged as he's cranking on that chin. That's not a comfortable position to be in if you're SOBNOSKY Jr.
Saw a couple of grimaces from SOBNOSKY Jr. Didn't like that spot, but was able to wiggle his way out.
And you can really see the wear and tear in round number 3 on the face of SOBNOSKY Jr. Really opened up right now.
Right back to the takedown SOBNOSKY has done so many times is SUSURKAEV. 30 seconds remaining, but still fresh is the Kill Cliff fighter. What a war this has been. Back and forth they go. SUSURKAEV still walking forward. Head.
Good knee.
Hands down. As SOBNOSKY looks to slow it down for just a few more seconds. Well, we will point towards the scorecards, but that was as entertaining as can be. Schmo, your thoughts?
Well, based off of how they put these betting lines, nobody thought they would go the distance the way that SOBNOSKY Jr. did, but he showed in those grappling exchanges he could hold his own, was willing to engage, was willing to come forward, was willing to trade shots. A very, very valiant effort, but I don't think it was enough to overcome BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV's action-packed.
Lifted up over the shoulders of his coaches, BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV. First time having to go to a decision. We talked so much about the devastating knees, but Shane SOBNOSKY's chin was in full tact here tonight.
Totally in full tact, was definitely wearing some damage, but he was like a zombie out there. He was continuously coming forward, continuously finding ways to bring the fight, keep things creative, threaten with what he could do when he took his opponents back. It was entertaining.
BAISANGUR SUSURKAEV, Shane SOBNOSKY Jr. delivers in a way that the betting lines did not maybe suggest, but nonetheless a fun one here at Baroka Promotions 1. Quick thank you to our friends over at Station Casinos. Start of this round, or I apologize, Station Casinos, the leading provider of gaming and entertainment in Las Vegas. Check out everything Station Casinos has to offer at stationcasinos.com. Hot scorecards in hand for Garrett Fertig as Mark Smith wrangles the two middleweights to the center of the cage. We'll kick it back inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action-packed action, we go to your 3 judges at cage side for the decision. Judges Chris Flores and Chad Lehman see it 30-27, while Judge Adelaide Bird sees it 30-26. All for your winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated BAISANGUR Hunter SUSURKAEV.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner and still undefeated. The first time you've had to go the full distance. What's going through your mind right now?
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much, guys. I want to say, hey, Dana White, Sean Shelby, send me contract. Give me your guys. Bon Nickel, Sharapura, doesn't matter. John Jones, give me a smash him. I smashed him. Allahu Akbar.
He's ready to smash, first time fighting inside Las Vegas, blocks away from the UFC. Do you feel like this is the message that you wanted to send here this evening?
Yeah.
То сообщаю, который ты хочешь им передать, это именно то место, короче, Лас-Вегас, короче, столица боев.
Yeah. Of course, I want to come back here. UFC, next fight, debut in UFC. 7-0. Непобежденный. 23 years old. No problem, doesn't matter who. Please give me my contract. Let's go!
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to your winner and still undefeated.
Baroka is brought to you by JYM Supplement Science. From pre-workouts to protein blends and more, get everything you need for